Donald Trump Jr. has responded to the news that his dad was indicted. Of course, in reference, as I mentioned in the last segment, to the Manhattan District Attorney's office's investigation into the Stormy Daniels hush money payment. And a grand jury has now voted to indict Trump. We're waiting on the arrest that is expected to come next Tuesday. Trump will turn himself in. That's what is being reported. Well, Donald Trump Jr. and we'll also get to Eric Trump have delivered their responses. And first, here is Don Jr., rather unhinged and desperate.
I was proven even more right than I would have ever imagined, because apparently, Soros-backed Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg is actually indicting my father. So let's be clear, folks. This is like communist level shit. This is stuff that would make Mao, Stalin, Pol Pot, it would make them blush. It's so flagrant. It's so crazed. When even like the radical leftists of the Washington Post are out there saying, it's not really based on facts. It's not really based on the law. It's not really based in reality.
Who's saying that on the left? I've actually heard this now multiple times from members of the right wing, that even the left thinks this is unfair or politically motivated. Who? Now, what I think he's referring to is people such as myself saying, we recognize this case is less significant. Does it mean Trump shouldn't be held accountable for his violation of law, even if it's less significant than him trying to overturn the 2020 election? No. No. He should be held accountable for those violations of the law as well. But when just analyzing the situation, I wish one of the most significant cases, the most being Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 election, had come first. And that is the most significant in the accountability that is necessary now, and the way that accountability will have a ripple effect through time, so that future individuals in power don't think they can get away with attempting to subvert the will of the people through pressuring election officials and concocting this plan to have an alternate slate of electors and all the different things we talk about on a daily basis.
But it's 100% based on politics. When your enemies are saying that, it's got to tell you everything you need to know right now about where we are as a country. I was proven even.
We really got to do a little lesson for some of those on the right about what communism means. They keep saying this is communist. He said communist level stuff. And often they'll call Biden a communist and the Democrats generally communist. Clearly a misunderstanding about what communism is and what communism looks like, etc. And then you get to Eric Trump, who was more transparent in his stance on all of this.
The weaponization of politics and of the justice system. We've seen it with the FBI. We've seen it with the DOJ. We've seen it time and time again. At some point, the guy deserves a pass.
Well, Hillary Clinton got a pass. Hillary Clinton, of course.
Of course, Hillary Clinton has to get brought up. But, quote, at some point, the guy deserves a pass. Why? Because he's done a lot of wrongdoing. It's just too exhausting now for him, and he shouldn't be held accountable for this instance. That's confusing. But at least he's being more honest. At some point, he just needs a pass. Come on. I mean, he's not even disputing the facts of what the case may be, not disputing what the charges might end up being. Again, we don't know for sure what they're going to be. We expect falsifying business records, which is normally a misdemeanor unless the falsifying or the falsification of business records is to cover up for another crime, which would likely be election or campaign finance related. We'll see, though. We don't know for sure. And neither do they. But there he's pretty clearly saying it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to argue against whatever evidence comes out. Yeah, but just give him a pass. Come on. It's been a tough time for him. I mean, all these different investigations, this crime he committed. It's exhausting. Let the guy go. Show some grace. And then just to throw in here, for no reason at the end, Alina Abba, the attorney for Trump, had this to say about the whole situation.
Out ad nauseum. This DA in particular is the king of woke, right?
That's it. That's all I had for you on that. If you thought that the word woke wasn't going to get fit into these criticisms of the indictment, you would have been wrong, because we will be hearing woke. King of woke is what she believes Alvin Bragg to be, whatever the heck that means within the context of this conversation.